like I had an idea about like kind of like I had a similar idea, and then a particular individual brought it to my attention once again yesterday, and then we kind of just briefly talked about it. But I feel like I don't know, what's the best way I could think about it? So this is like trying to figure out how I can do this here. Let's see here.
A champion has recommitted.
Let me see if I can do something that will really showcase this particular idea.
I love being the best. A champion. I love being the best.
Okay.
A champion has recommitted.
I don't know how I'm going to explain this. I doubt this is going to come off as an attractive game or a BR mode. But I was thinking something that is along the lines of like Rainbow Six. If Rainbow Six right now, with their player mechanics, their guns, the equipment, all, etc. What if they created a battle royale mode where it's you're fighting in this big building, right? You spawn, everyone spawns on one floor. Again, these details, they could be, I'm just throwing this out. I'm just throwing this idea out. Just throwing it out. But everyone spawns on their own floor. And each floor is, there's a, you know, obviously there would be a unique design to this building that people would become more familiar with, right? There's a lobby on the 15th floor right in the middle. There's an elevator shaft that goes on one side. There's outdoor staircases. So there's ways to get up to each and to get up and down, and each way is each floor has its own unique sort of way to get up to each one. So now let's just say there's like, this is 50 floors, 50 players in this building. Now the question is, how do you drive flow and traffic, right? So on each floor is their own set of loot, random, whatever. Or maybe there's set classes. I'm trying to figure out now how, so I was thinking of like a fire that breaks out, like either on the bottom or at the top, right? And then it forces it. It's just like how a circle shrinks. Again, those particular details you could probably polish out. It's just, we're high level thinking right now. Now, I think the idea is to, I do like the idea of, what's it called? Fighting over an exit point. Kind of like what Ring Elysium does, right? Like it shrinks all the way to the small circle, and then here comes the helicopter. How many people could get in? I think you could do something with this design as well. So, and I was thinking of like, what if on the roof there's a helicopter pad? On the street, there's like an armor truck that you can get into. And then like, so basically I was thinking helicopter on the roof, armor truck on the street, one like little helipad or like a parking garage with like an escape vehicle right over here, and then maybe like a bridge that connects to another building that has a helicopter pad right there. No, but those are options that you don't know which one it's going to go to until the final like circle of the game, right? And then all of a sudden it like pops up on the map. Hey, this specific game, the armor car is gonna be the escape route, right? So like if you're a player that's up here on this, you know, the 18th floor, and the other player's on the 27th floor, it could be an interesting way of just an objective, an end goal, and an objective, right? But again, there's got to be some intelligence on playable space. So maybe it doesn't shrink. Maybe it's more like playable space. So like the fire burns 3/4 of the bottom floor, so you can only really go up and down at the end. All right, this would have to be some sort of like well thought out design and level design and dynamic like event. There has to be incentive for people to change floors a lot. Yes. Exactly. But exactly, and I don't know those answers right now. I'm just raising an idea for a specific battle royale game, and I think, given Rainbow Six's mechanics and movement system and shooting mechanics, I think Rainbow Six would be a pretty solid fit, in my opinion. Now hold on now. Okay. And then I started thinking about it some more, right, ladies and gentlemen? What if this was like, what if we scaled this even bigger? So maybe fictionally we scale this bigger. So maybe we start in like a smaller bank, right? There's a bank. I don't know. I'm just trying to think of something where it starts off like on a smaller scale of like, hey, you've accomplished. We'll use this building again and what I just described as an example. Let's say I'm the last guy alive. I get into this helicopter, or the top of the building, the helicopter, and we fly. Basically, we're the ones that escaped. We fly to the next game, which is like the next level up. And everyone else that's going to be in that next game, that next lobby, are winners from the previous game. And it's a bigger skyscraper, right? Like, or some bigger fictional like location. I don't know. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? So like, for example, you start in a parking garage, you make your way. If you win the parking garage battle, you make your way into the to the bank with 50 players. If you win that battle, you make your way into this specific building complex, right? If you can get to the top with the helicopter, boom, now you make it to the final game, the championship round. And if you can win that, that'd be something.
Welcome to the Champions Club.
But mommy, I thought you were gonna buy me the Fortnite V-Bucks for Christmas. Mommy, I wanna buy that skin. Mommy, I wanna buy, you gotta, I don't have any V-Bucks. Courage said the new skin's coming out on Wednesday and I wanna buy that new skin.
So that was the idea. From a design standpoint, I already I kind of have like a more like if you were to say, okay, doctor, design the building and the map, or design the first phase or whatever, I could do that. Not a problem, man. Not a problem, man. You're talking to the traffic control master. Think about the level of depth that you can have. This is not like, I'm not talking this is going to be like a crazy high violence speed momentum game. Right? That's not what I'm thinking about here. I'm thinking more of like an intelligent survival last man standing game. Like imagine there's like little areas on the building that the more you play that specific building or map, whatever you want to call it, you know where these switches and gauges are. Like, for example, you go up to a switch, you turn it on, bing, it pings the whole building for you and you only on where players are at. Vertically, like you have to look up or down, whatever it could be. Maybe it pops up on like your 3D schematic of the layout of the building or something, whatever it is. whatever that mini map design is. Maybe there's a main elevator shaft that has 3 or 4 elevators in it that goes all the way to the top and all the way to the bottom, and each one of those elevators is accessible, right? So you can have this big elevator shaft with multiple elevators going up to different levels and gunfights and all that crap. Like, think about that, man. You can have... We haven't even talked about, like, if you're on the top level, how can you get to the bottom level super fast? Outside of an elevator shaft, you know? I'm just saying. It could be done pretty well. The window cleaner things. Incoming jetpacks. Jetpacks are like the...
I love being the best.
Jetpacks are like the easy way out, right? And they're fun. Jump down into a big, huge, like, yeah, maybe there's like a tactical force outside, and they got the big jumpy house thing. No, I don't know. Jesus, look at that place. That's like the that's the grand finals. Some of these buildings aren't relatable, so they're not as interesting. 100 players, 100 floors. Yeah, and you call the game 100 floors. I mean, we got... Doc, that's too close to killing floor. Well... No, you don't want to name it 100 floors, because then you're committed to that design for every single level. All right.